U.S. Army. I commanded the 279th Maintenance Company in Saudi Arabia and in southern Iraq, and also with deployment to Kuwait City in the liberation of Kuwait. Actually, I heard about Trajector through a friend who had been challenged trying to get their disability ratings. They started with Trajector, and they introduced me to Trajector. When introduced to Trajector, and Trajector's personnel explained to me the method in which they utilize in order to assist veterans, it made it an easy decision for me to go with Trajector, even in light of the financial cost, which to me was minimal based on where I was from at zero and them getting me to where I needed to be. The thoroughness of what they did made the decision very, very easy. They asked the right questions. They asked me about my deployment. They asked me about my experience. Then they asked me about what were my medical conditions as they stood. My disability rating when I started with Trajector was 0. And if I could say negative, it would be, but there's no such thing as a negative rating, but it was 0. Trajector got me to 100% in a little bit more than 14 months. Shocking. And it was shocking to me simply because, one, it had not been for a Trajector, I wouldn't have even gotten the first 70%. That's number one. Number two, to compare my journey in less than 14 months to get to 100% and listen to people that I've talked to that's been doing it for over 8 years, and they're still much less than that, less than 70%, was surprising to me. Personally, I think the fee structure is more than adequate for the services that you all provide. What they did for me financially made a huge difference in my life. It really did, because now I reduce the fact that I don't do taxes, and I get a nice disability check every month. So it's quite beneficial for me. They made the financial impact of enjoying things day to day a lot easier for me.